Welcome back. So you are looking at the face of two key suspects in the murder of the 22-year-old military man in Ghana by name Sheriff Imoro, who was murdered just a week ago at Ashaiman, a suburb of Accra. Police have arrested these guys and have provided an update in a statement issued officially. Before we get into it, watch the reaction of the victim's mother upon her being informed of her son's demise. Now, there was total chaos in Ashaiman after his death because the military literally invaded the town and dealt with the citizens. So, to put it, for lack of a better word, but officially they are indicating that it wasn't in a state of vengeance, but rather it was to help swoop up suspects and criminals alike to help in the investigation, and that those who were picked up have been handed over to the military police, who will then hand them over officially to the Ghana Police Service. But scratch that, all that aside, the Ghana Police Service has issued an official statement talking about how the suspects have been arrested. I'm going to detail out the official statement word for word and will not mince any words, but allegedly, these are the suspects who have been arrested by the Ghana Police Service. If you are ready for this update, just buckle up and let's go. Now, to start with, I personally tip my hats off to the Inspector General of Police of the Ghana Police Service, Mr. George Akufu Dampari. Reports have it that he personally was on site at Ashaiman with boots on the ground, helping to gather information and intelligence towards the possible arrest of the suspects involved in the murder of this young soldier. I think it's very commendable. It's an example of showing leadership by example. Now, to the update. On the 12th of March 2023, this statement was issued via press release from the Ghana Police Service. Now, it's titled Ghana Police Service Statement on the Murder of a Soldier, Imoro Sheriff. And I'm going to read it out. Pardon me if it takes long, but I will plead your indulgence that you listen and consume it point by point, because it's key to set the tone for further updates that will follow after the interrogation and possible prosecution of these suspects. Now, it's bulleted in various numbers, so I'll start with number 1. The Ghana Police Service, after a week of sustained intelligence-led operation, has arrested 6 persons at different dates and various locations within Ashaiman and its environs for their suspected involvement in the murder of Imoro Sheriff, a soldier. 2. On the 4th of March 2023, police received information that a male adult had been found lying dead at Ashaiman Taifa in the Greater Accra region. 3. A team of police officers proceeded to the said location and confirmed the incident. 4. Police immediately commenced investigation into the circumstances surrounding the death of the victim. The officers cordoned off the scene and called in the specialist police crime scene team to process the scene for forensic analysis. The crime scene team retrieved a number of items, including a knife with bloodstains on it and a backpack. In the backpack, police found 1 Samsung tablet, 1 Apple laptop, 1 military uniform with the name tag Imoro, 8 other items of clothing, as well as a Ghana card and a health insurance card bearing the name Imoro Sheriff. Judging from the contents of the backpack, the police suspected the victim could be a soldier, and in line with police standard operating procedure for handling institution-based victims, the military was accordingly notified of the incident, and some military personnel came to identify the deceased to police as Imoru Sheriff, a soldier. The body of the deceased was thereafter conveyed to a hospital for preservation and autopsy. As part of the investigation, an intelligence operation was immediately launched within the Ashaiman and other strategic locations of interest to follow up all relevant leads on the case. On the same day, consistent with Ghanaian tradition and as part of the investigation process, a team of police officers, after identifying the residence of the parents of the deceased, visited them, commiserated with them, and assured them of a thorough investigation into the matter. During the visit, the parents informed the police that the deceased was stationed at Sunyani but had come to Accra on a course. Investigations further revealed that on 3rd March 2023, the deceased had visited a female friend at Ashaiman New Town at about 10:30 p.m. and left the place in the middle of the night at about 1:30 a.m. on the 4th of March 2023. After almost a week of painstaking intelligence-led operations, on 9th March 2023, the police arrested suspects Safianu Musa alias Dayogu and Ibrahim Abdul Rakib at their hideouts in Ashaiman. Two other suspects, Samuel Tete alias Wiper and Abubakar Sadiq alias Birdman, were also arrested at their hideouts on 10th of March 2023. Two additional suspects, Yusuf Muhammad and Abdul Gafaru Abdul Karim, were arrested on 11th and 12th of March 2023, respectively. Further investigations has established that suspects Samuel Tete and Abubakar Sadiq at about 1:45 a.m. on the 4th of March 2023 attacked the deceased at Taifa Ashaiman in an attempt to rob him of his phone and a backpack. The deceased, however, resisted and struggled with the suspects. During the struggle, suspect Samuel Tete pulled out a knife and stabbed the deceased in the arm, snatched his phone and bolted, leaving the deceased with the knife stuck in his arm. A post-mortem examination performed on the deceased body on 8th of March 2023, after which the pathologist gave the verbal cause of death as exsanguination and laceration of major vessels of the left arm consistent with the stabbed injury. Investigations also revealed that suspects Samuel Tete and Abubakar Sadiq sold the phone which they had robbed from the deceased to suspect Ibrahim Abdul Rakib, who later sold it to suspect Safianu Musa. Suspect Safianu Musa is being evasive as to the whereabouts of the phone and claims to have sold it to suspect Yusuf Muhammad and later to suspect Abdul Gafaru Abdul Karim. Both suspects have been arrested and are assisting the investigation to recover the phone. On the 12th of March 2023, a team of police officers led by the Tema Regional Police Commander visited the family of the deceased and briefed them on the investigation done so far. We wish to commend all police officers at all levels of command, especially the crack police intelligence and investigation teams, as well as the Ashaiman District Police Command, for their professionalism and meticulous dedication working around the clock to unravel this case. We would like to assure the public, especially the family of the deceased, that all the suspects are in custody and will be put before the court on Monday, 13th March 2023 to face justice. And it's been signed off by the Assistant Commissioner of Police. Now, Here are my 2 cents. First of all, I have already commended the IGP, and I would go on to commend all the other police officers of various ranks who, in one way or the other, partook in the solving of this case. Now, I think that it's very impressive the swiftness with which justice has been brought, or justice is progressing. Let me put it that way, because the suspects are still yet to be convicted. But I'm hoping that there wouldn't be any hitches once prosecution starts. It's going to start actually today, the 13th of March. So we'll be following this case keenly. And I believe that it's about time that people are used to set examples. This issue of robbery at night of phones and laptops of people, it's becoming too rampant across the country. And I'm happy that the police is cracking down on this. There are people who are suggesting that it's because it's a military person, but personally, I know that the Ghana police is really efficient and effective. Although they may have some challenges from time to time, but they are one of the best on the continent, and they've proven it in this case. And I believe that irrespective of the status of the victim, the standard is always the same. If you don't agree with me, leave your comments in the comment section. But I'm impressed with how they've gone about this case with professionalism. Now to the substantive issue. I'm hoping that there is going to be enough evidence to prosecute these guys and bring them to justice, so that at least the families can get some form of closure to an extent. There are rumors that one of the 6 suspects, let me clarify, was actually double dating the lady that the soldier visited. This hasn't been corroborated yet by investigations. We don't know if it will come up during the trial, or whether there is going to be any corroboration of it through any form of additional findings that may come up, since I'm sure investigations are still ongoing in one form or the other. But as at now, I tip my hats off to the Ghana Police Service, and I keep my fingers crossed. I'll be following this case personally to bring you updates on how it goes, especially after court proceedings. So then, please, stay safe out there, keep an eye out, hit the subscribe button, and push our subscribers to 1,000. We'll catch you next time.